Morning troops, how are we all? It's the 7th of, is it? 7? No it ain't. It's 31st, is it? Or the 1st? 1st today, I think. About 7 o'clock in the morning. I don't know where I got 7 from, that's next week. So I thought I'd give you an update on where we are with the biofilter that I was building, or should I say what was going to be a biofilter. It worked about 90%. I could probably get it to work a bit better. I'll give you this sort of a walk round in a bit. So basically, got the pipe working and put some media in, and the plan was that I threw the media in, and then sort of by the weekend that was coming up I was going to then move the airline, because my airline was this side of the pond and I wanted the actual pump inside the pump house. So got it all through, and what I'd done I was looking at the ways of getting air into the actual tank or the biofilter itself, and I couldn't. Shall I get two small air stones? Shall I get one of these sort of flexible air diffuser pipes? So I was thinking myself sort of in and out of a duck's arse, but so basically I went for one big air stone, which I think was the wrong way to go. So got it all set up, put the air stone in, turned it on, and I knew I wouldn't be able to have it full belt. I knew I was going to have to regulate it up and down, but put it on, and basically all I was getting was that the air was coming up and pushing all the media to either side of the main airflow. So it didn't really work. The other thing was that, I'm not sure if I mentioned it before, was that the tank is actually fed from a skimmer, from an Oars Aqua Skin 40. So it comes in into the tank, and I was getting some sediment fall to the bottom of the tank in a similar way that you would get in a vortex. Nice, so water comes in, heavy is dropping, water flows gently rising, then obviously passing through the media that's floating on the top, and then out through gravity back to the pond. As I suspected, turn on the air, all the bits are flying up, and I sort of thought, well, I'll give it a go, see how it goes. Whatever bits are thrown back in the pond, the Easy Pod's going to pick up, and I'll give it a few days. It didn't really work, and so I sort of started thinking, shall I get go back, shall I get two smaller air stones, shall I get one of these diffuser bendy pipes, shall I look for or get a pressure filter that I can put in between the skimmer and the tank. And it was all just sort of to get it to work, and bearing in mind, you know, I bought pipe and I've bought supplies for this project, and initially I bought stuff that I probably didn't, like overbought pipe and overbought fittings and things like that, and I'm probably getting to I'm not, but in my head I sort of think, I'm spending that much on it, I might as well have just bought a purpose-built bio filter and be done with it, kind of thing. So sort of thought, well, before we put the air stone in and turned it on, using the tank as a static bed, I did actually see an improvement, and I will be getting some biological benefit from the media as a static. So that's, for the last few days, that's what I did. Yesterday, what I have noticed and Koi Services mentioned it. Steve mentioned it. Koi Services, I think, in one of his videos, that seems to be for some reason a lot of um, blanket weed or algae bloom. I know he's done a few of his videos. He's been going out to green ponds, pea supers. Um, Now, a good month or so ago, I put in a quarter dose of clover leaf because I saw a bloom starting and he sorted it out. And I seem to have a lot of murky water, and, but I'm putting that down to running the bio tank with air on and it's just chucking the crap out. The other thing with the bio tank is that if you get any problem with the skimmer, and as you know, the skimmers sort of, if they run dry, they float up and what have you. The way the bio tank set up is that because it's all pushing water into it, as soon as the water's not being pushed into it, gravity will let the water out and it will just flow back out and more or less empty. So all the crap came out on while I've been playing with it and trying to get it to work. It emptied back into the pond and brought all the crap with it. So could be down to that. I'm going to watch it. There does seem to be a bit more of a blanket weed bloom coming, so I'm going to keep me on that. If it by this time next week, if it's still going on, I'm going to put a quarter dose of clover leaf in, not too much, I think. The other thing is I'll flick around. We've been and got some more fish after, say, the heron attack. He was looking a bit empty. So we've been out and went up to Nottingham, went to LE Koi. First time I've been there. Got some cracking fish at reasonable prices as well. So I'd recommend. You can go to some of these koi places, koi dealers. I've been to Koi Collection, fantastic place to have a walk around, and friendly staff as well. I went over there for some of the things, some kit for the koi, the biofilter, and cracking place to have a walk around. But last week we had to go up to Nottingham for something else, and I sort of said, while we're there, we'll try LE Koi. Not a big place. I think his name's Bill. Nice guy, friendly guy. So, to be honest, my intention was just to have a look round, but we came out. I think we bought and I might be wrong when you see the fish in the pond, so as I've said before, I don't know all the true names, but we had we bought a tancho, Goshki tancho, kahaku, another butterfly. So this is about the fourth one I'm on now. And we bought a bit of a beast as well. I would say I can never work out the difference between a Sankey and a shower. I think, if I'm right, somebody let me know. Is a Sankey basically a white fish with the black, red and orange colour on top, and a shower is it the darker colour with lighter colours on top? I can never remember. So I'll say he's a shower. Again, somebody will tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah. And we've also, a tuber. I wanted a Chagoy, but I saw the achiever and thought, no, I'll go for the achiever instead. Got an Ogon, a small little Ogon as well. Platinum Ogon, are they? So yeah, got some more fish. Look, the pond's got a lot more movement to it. It's got looking a lot more interesting to sit and watch there. More flow to it, so I'm pleased with that. So what I'll do is I'll have a quick sip of coffee before it goes cold. And then what we'll do, flick it around. There's the monster there just coming round. There's the tuber. If that is that still classed as a kahaku? He's new. There's the butterfly. When the wife first had this small little affinity pond, she bought 3 goldfish, and to be fair, they were getting a bit big, so that they've been rehomed in here. So yeah, so there's still some bits and bobs, and we've still got to do a tip run, but we've closed in the side of the pump house now. My plan is to put a cover over all the gubbins there. This is still a bit of a nightmare. This needs to all be, once I've got right, I'm going to take all my tools back in the main shed. So there we go. I've also thrown some, just as a herbal remedy, let's say, I'll put some, that was in the wife's, so I've put the straw in there to try and help suppress any blanket weed and what have you. So yeah, that's just draining through nice and gently. Seems to be working. So yesterday what I did was turned off the inlet, put the air on to bubble it, and this is why I've left the air stone there. I fitted some flexi pipe to the outlet. I've got a drain outlet just there. Fitted some flexi pipe on, bubbled it away, let it go for about 5 minutes, and then just opened it up and let it bubble down, a bit like you would with an Easy Pod. So yeah, and to fill, just fitted that onto the ball valve, and got a hose, and that will just fill up then, and then just forget about it, and it'll turn off when it's full. So what I might do is run some pipe round the back, got some space through there, out there, I've got a hose reel, and then I can just put my pipe on, my garden hose on. Tell a lie, no I can't. What the plan was, I've got my 3-step filter, which I've just washed the need some new canisters for it, some new filters, so I washed out the 3 jars kind of thing. But at work, it's bigger than a Big Blue. It's the size of a diver's air tank. I've got a big filter that's off a coffee machine that we've got at work, and the coffee machine sort of that you see in Costa Coffee. I'm talking to the floor now, guys, so what we'll do is we'll come out. There we go. So yeah, at work I got hold of a big professional coffee machine, and to be fair, nobody really used it. All the girls were scared of it, to be honest. I was probably the only one who used it. Cost me, we had it for about 12 months, and then you have to have them serviced, and because they're under pressure, you have to have them tested. So I spent about 700 or 800 quid having it serviced, and the guy got to the end of the service and he said, the company who made it, Italian, have gone out of business. He says, and I can't find the spec of what the pressure should be. so I can't give it a ticket to sign it off. He says, I know it won't blow up, it's perfectly safe, but because I don't know what the specified bar pressure is, I can't say it'll guarantee it will, be safe past that. So basically, we spent 700 or 800 quid, and then I just had to sort of bin it off. I'm going to try and sell it. However, fitted to that are these large water filters. So the water comes in and takes all the chlorine out and all the other elements to descale it and so on. So I've got that at work, so I'm going to fit to that, I think. Same principle. Two sort of hose lock fittings either side on the sort of put the pump in, the hose pipe in, pump, jobs are done. So yeah, so that's that. If you've been watching West Brom Coy, his updates on what he's built his filter house, and he's just fitting his air source heat pump, and same as Black Country, Croy Davy. You don't judge my budget and scarp of work by what they do. So yeah, I just if it fits, I'll nail it to it. But that's about it. So yeah, so that's me for this update. Yeah, so we've done fish. We've got. I've still got the lights to take off. So the lights have got to come off. I'm unsure whether I'm going to fit, because there's two sets of three. I'm unsure if I'm going to fit the two sets into the arbor above, or because they're pond lights and the base is quite thick, whereas I might just get some IP68 LED lights, these ones that you can sort of have to your fit to your, get an app to your phone, and you can change colours of them, but whatever. But if I buy some others, the actual bracket is a lot less intrusive that would fit around the arbor, whereas the plates that you actually screw those with are quite big. Don't know how to cover the top as well. Mrs. keeps on coming up with some ideas, and I've got some ideas, so we'll see. So there, that's it. Paint the edges, finish tidying off. Got a bit more tidying up to do in there. Hopefully get some more shelves in there so things can look a lot neater. And yeah, it'll probably be the end of the season by then. So thanks a lot, guys. Please give me a thumbs up to help the algorithm. Comments as